Welcome to this quick guide on updating your Chroma Control VirtualBrain 1 or 5 following a recent SSL certificate change. We'll cover how to update the certificates and recommended steps for bringing your system back online and then up to date. This guide only applies to devices that has not been re-imaged with the newer KC-VirtualBrain with BrainManager Image and devices purchased before May of 2024. You can verify this by connecting the Brain to a monitor or navigating to its IP address in your preferred web browser. If you see a terminal prompt or no web page loading, then you can proceed with this guide. If, however, you see a login prompt, please use the guide for KC-VirtualBrain with BrainManager instead. To verify that your Brain has not already been updated, please navigate to the Brain info page and view the test van area to see if the builders, drivers, and AMQP communications is offline. You will also be able to navigate to the log monitor where you will see an SSL exception error. If this is the case, you will need to follow these steps to repair your Brain. The first thing that you would need to do is to navigate to our website, kramerov.com, and in the top right-hand corner, click on the search icon, then type in Brain Utility. Click on that. Download the zip folder and fully extract all the files into a folder on your desktop. Then double-click on KC Config Update, enter in the Brain's IP address. In my case, it's 192.168.88.200, and click on Update. The updater will connect to the Brain, update the certificates, and you'd be able to verify that in a second by going back to the Brain info page, and you'll note that the Brain state is now active and online. You'll go to the diagnostics test van. You'll see that all the communications to all the services, the builder, the drivers, and the AMQP server now have green ticks next to it. And on the log monitor, there will be no more periodic SSL exception errors. Now that we have the Brain connectivity restored to the cloud, the next steps are not mandatory, but it is highly recommended to upgrade the Brain to the latest version. So to do that, we are going to navigate to the Brain's IP address, 192.168.88.200, and we're going to add in a port number, :8090/docker.html. That's going to bring up the Docker Manager, and we're going to check the status. We can see that we got the Docker Manager running as well as a single Brain instance. Take note that on the KC virtual brains, at least the early ones, first Brain started on port 8001 instead of port 8000. So just a little gotcha there. With this, we simply click install/upgrade, and that'll pull the latest images from our cloud environment. And it will also stop and restart the Brain processes. And if we go back to the Brain info page, we'll notice that it has restarted that Brain instance, and it's just going through the process to pull the version from the cloud. So once that moves into an active online state, we'll be able to open up the control UI. We do recommend an additional step right at the end to just restart your KT touch panel to ensure that the touch panel reconnects to the Brain correctly. Great. So now that we've got that in an active and online state, we can open up the control UI. And again, as I suggested, just restart your touch panels to ensure that they reconnect correctly. We do recommend at your convenience that you do reimage your KC-VirtualBrain 1 or 5 without the KC-BrainManager with the latest KC-VirtualBrain with BrainManager Image. That will just give you a updated user experience, allowing easy login with a web page to manage the device, giving you access to some metrics, as well as the ability to easily start and stop the various Brain services, easy access to the Brain info page, as well as a updated diagnostic section allowing pausing, copying, and downloading of the logs, as well as the event viewer, and more importantly, the ability to easily set IP addresses and to configure the date and time settings of the device. Additionally, it also gives you the ability to do offline updates of both the Brain Manager package, which is the user interface, as well as offline updates of the brains. So if at all possible, we do recommend that you re-image your device to the latest version by simply contacting customer support, and they can provide you with the steps to do that. Thank you for watching.